What's going on, people? Welcome to the match preview show. Before the international break, we are facing Villa. Of course, we've got the new signing to talk about and more. Make sure to get involved throughout the show by dropping a like, subscribing, and most importantly, leaving down your thoughts and score predictions in the comment section down below. Joined by Lou and Patrick here for this one. Gents, how we feeling after qualifying for the Europa Conference League phase? We got another Premier League tie. I'll start off with you, Lou. Is this one coming a bit too early in terms of the fatigue that we saw against Fredrikstad? Are you concerned about that going into this one?
Yeah, probably the concern I have. But again, at least we're playing football and maybe we're in a bit of rhythm. So we'll see. But yeah, just avoid defeat and I'll be happy.
Yeah. Patrick, when you're looking at Aston Villa versus Palace, we've always had decent results against them, especially under Oliver Glasner. That's my optimism going into this game because I don't know how we do it, but we always seem to get a result against them.
Yeah, last 5, 1-4, drawn 1. Obviously, the big FA Cup semi-final win. Salah scores against them all the time. It's a great time to play, and I did a Villa preview, and they're not very optimistic about how the team is playing. They're upset at how Emery's set up. They haven't scored a goal all season so far in the league, so they're worried. If they just sold Jacob Ramsey, so no, timing isn't great for us with the fatigue issue. But again, as you said, we always seem to play well against Villa, and despite the fact that we are short of numbers, we've got Pino coming in to the squad, so I'm looking forward to it. It should be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah. Pino coming in is the biggest factor for me to give me a bit more hope. He looked exciting, let's say, in those training videos. Of course, it's only like a 5-minute clip. But, let's start off with that. Does he start straight away after coming in a few days before? How do you integrate him into the side? Because Glazer did confirm that he'll be in the squad, but is he a starter, Lou?
Well, he's not going to start straight away because Glasner doesn't start people who haven't. Well, do you know what? He might start. I don't know. He might start. I doubt he will. He'll probably play Kamada in there. But yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah. Check the private chat as well on StreamYard. Whilst you're thinking about that, Patrick. Where when you're looking at how thin the squad is, especially down the left hand side, Kamada started against Fredrikstad. We saw Devaney start in the Forest game. Is it too quick for Pino to start? I mean, he had got an assist already in the game in the Liga before he joined us. So I don't know how Glass is going to approach this. Like, he's been on numbers, so he might be forced to start him because there's no one really down the left hand side.
Yeah. I love when we sign a new player. You always say, should he start? You've never, ever not said, shall that player start? And I understand what you're saying. I really do. But I don't think anyway. One, there's a language issue. Obviously, he's coming from Spain. He's definitely fit. He doesn't know our system, though. Will he play against Villa? Definitely he'll get into the match at some point. But I don't think anyway that he starts. You have options. You have Devaney. You have Kamada. You also have Esse that you could start. For him to get 30 minutes at the end, I can see that happening. But, I mean, barring, like, desperation, there's no reason to start Pino tomorrow. There's none. I mean, he might start after the break, but he's not integrated in the squad. He'll have had half a training session. If you watch the video, that wasn't even the guys that played. The players that started didn't even train. So it was only the players that were on the bench, etc. And, like, Will Hughes was back in, which was nice to see. But I don't see any way Pino starts. I just don't see it.
Yeah. I need to... I guess time will tell. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm not against him starting, but if he wasn't going to start, then we go with Kamada there. Is Kamada now our number 10? And if it is, then I guess then you look at the midfield as well, because Jefferson Lerma, I thought he struggled. He struggled in the game against Fredrikstad, especially with his passing, and I think he can be a passing trigger, Patrick.
I agree. Lerma starting is a bit of an issue. I don't think Lerma's as bad as people make it out. There are games when he'll pass poorly. There are games when he'll pass well. It depends on, like you just said, passing triggers and if he's targeted. But you have Will Hughes to go in there instead of Lerma too. So you could always start Hughes tomorrow, today, whatever this drops against Villa. So I don't have an issue with Lerma starting, but yeah, you've got Hughes to come back in again. He was trained. He trained. Looks like he's over his concussion protocol. If he can train, he can play. So I wouldn't be surprised. And Lerma played the whole game, and probably needs a bit of a break. So
Yeah. Hughes, I mean, when you're looking at midfield numbers, Lou, Hughes has to be one of those players that comes in, especially for Lerma. Or, I mean, if you start Pino, then of course that would be Kamada there. But the midfield was a problem against Fredrikstad, in my opinion.
Yeah, Lerma spamming balls wasn't fun to watch. But yeah, for me, it's probably Walton and Hughes go in the middle, and Kamada goes left 10, and Sarr in the right 10. That's definitely what it's going to be.
Yeah. And when you're talking about Ismail Assar, Patrick, he's the type of player who feasts. This is where he gets paid his big money to go feast on Villa defenders. What is it about Ismail Assar against Aston Villa? Do you think it's like a tactical thing where they're spacing behind and he flourishes off that? Or is it just a case of this guy, whenever Villa turns up, it's just one of those games where he turns up to another level?
it's a bit of both. He's got 7 and 7. The Villa fans truly hate seeing Sarr because he always scores against them. But it's definitely a tactical thing too. There's a lot of space in behind that Villa defense, especially if Mings was to start. He's not the quickest. Even Pau Torres isn't that quick. So there's a lot of space in there. They play a certain way where they're looking to press and win the ball high. So there are tactical issues. But yeah, and again, sometimes in football, players just love playing against certain teams, whether they're a pass, whether they're Watford, wherever he was, he likes to score. So yeah, I just think there's just a what do you call a perfect storm with Sarr as far as playing against Villa. So there's that.
Yeah. Look, I think we've got enough to go and get a result. Especially we've seen in the past. I think Glasgow versus Emery is a good tactical battle, anyways, and we saw it in semi-finals. We saw it in the game at Sellers Park. We even beat them in the League Cup last season at their ground as well. So they were happy that we got demoted because they were saying at least we won't lose to Palace in Europa League if we ever reach the semi-finals or the finals or any point met up with each other as a tie. So they were happy about that. For you, Lou, when you're looking at the defense, of course, whipping on numbers, Sosa has started left wing back, but Mitchell comes in, right, in this one?
Yeah, without a doubt, Mitchell comes in. I don't know who's been playing on the right side for them at the moment, and I know Rodgers was playing on the left. It's probably McGinn. Was it McGinn playing on the right?
Yeah, and Rodgers plays central, and they're going to pop Marlon on the right side.
No, Marlon didn't start last game, though, did
He didn't start. I'm saying, but the fans have been calling for Marlon to start because
if Marlon's on the right, then I'll definitely Mitchell's the perfect person to go up against him. But I think where Villa they haven't scored a goal in the league. They've got a point. There'll be a lot of pressure on them to beat us because it's like they know that we've been playing on a Thursday as well. So I think it'll be one of those first halves where Glasner wants them to keep it really tight, stay in the game, frustrate the crowd, and then hopefully grow into the game.
So just to clarify, Kamara got injured in the last game. He won't be able to play. So what they've done, they dropped Tielemans down. Tielemans was playing as a 10, McGinn right, and Rodgers left. So I'm assuming that if Marlon comes in, he'd go right, McGinn goes left, and then Rodgers goes to the 10. But again, I'm just guessing. I'm not a Villa fan.
What about Gassand?
Listen,
Gassand.
they're looking for Gassand and Marlon to play more, but I think they'll get into the main game. I don't think either one will start, but I don't know. I don't know what's in Emery's head. Emery and versus Glasser is not a good matchup for Emery.
Yeah. Did you see what he done in the previous home tie where they tried to match us up with 3 at the back and that didn't work out? Are you expecting like another tactical switch from Emery? It seems like he just overthinks it whenever he faces Glasner.
I think it's possible. I mean, they have Konsa was suspended, so he'll be back. You got Konsa, Mings, and Pau Torres as your options as a three in the back. You got Dina and Cash are probably decent wing back options. But you're right, I remember that game. He tried it didn't work, and then when they went back to the 4 in the back, they actually put a lot of pressure on us into that match. I was there the 4-1 game, but yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's that Glasner understands Emery, or Emery just doesn't understand Glasner. But the tactical thing is going to be interesting. I think they're going to go 4-2-3-1. I think that, but again, they haven't scored this season, so maybe he'll try something different. With Emery, honestly, you never know. Honestly, against Palace, you never know.
they haven't been happy as well with their transfer business. Villa fans have been demanding a bit more than what they've done. As we've mentioned, Gassand is a player which we were linked with. A lot of Palace fans were upset because it seemed like we had a free ball all there, one-on-one with the goalie, and then literally we bottled it. That's what it feels like with the Gassand deal. But yeah, I think both sides, when you're looking at both teams, Palace hold, of course, more fatigue due to the fact that we played on Thursday. When it comes to Villa, they haven't started the season that greatly. I don't know exactly about their performances, but from the Newcastle game, I think it was the first half, was it, where they were just struggling. It's just been a bit weird for Villa. So I think we've got an opportunity to get a result in this game. We just have to stick to what we do. As long as Aston Villa don't sit back, which surely they don't. Surely they don't at home. So that should benefit us with their high line, because I don't think Emery's going to switch it up. Any other real factors about, both teams in this game? We spoke about, Palace. We spoke about Villa as well. It'll be nice, though, Lou, to go get a win at some point. I mean, last season, that was a problem. 9 games without a win. So it's a very good opportunity for us to go and do that.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity to get a win. But yeah, it'll be very difficult, how most Premier League games are. I think we got Sunderland after the break. I think maybe that's a game to target. But like we're saying, Glasner goes into every game expecting to win. So with this manager in charge, I have faith that we can always get a result.
Yeah. To add one more thing, I was listening to a couple of interviews after Frederick started, both Glasner and Chris Richards, and he said that we had 2 goals beginning of the season. One was to win a Community Shield, which we done, and second was to qualify for the League Stage Conference League. I have to believe that a third goal would be to go into this break with a win. You know what I mean? Because again, you're right to both mention that last season we got off to a poor start. We're now 13 unbeaten. I think to get a win before the transfer window and then get a couple of signings in, it would be the perfect like launch pad to get the rest of the season going. So let's hope that, again, like Lou said, he'll go out to want to win the match. We do have a great record against Villa. To get a win against them would be brilliant. I think we can do it too.
Yeah, I think we can do it. We just have to make sure the players aren't literally on the floor fatigued come towards the end of the game, because we just don't have the squad depth, which we spoke about on yesterday's Palace News episode. Look, this one, we're not going to go on for long. We're just going to keep it short. Thursday to Sunday game, we're tight on time as well. There's no point waffling on. We spoke about Villa, we spoke about Palace. Let's move on to the score predictions. Patrick, what's the latest scoreboard? And we'll get off with the predictions after that.
Well, nothing changed from the last time. So AJ still in first. I can't find it right now. AJ still in first with 7. Okay, wait, I had it. AJ still in first with 7 points, and then T with 4, and then a bunch of people lagging behind. No, we're not going to mention where Louis is understanding. That's what you want me to do. I can tell.
No, everyone gets mentioned. I'm just curious.
Everyone gets mentioned. So again, it had nothing changed, because just going back to Frederick start, everyone had a Palace win except for Nick, who picked Frederick start to win. Obviously, with the draw, no one gets a point, so the standings haven't changed. So there's that.
Yeah. So who's at the bottom 3?
We're not doing this right now. Seriously, we're
not.
not.
The viewers and listeners want to know where the latest leaderboards are, so they're ready for it.
Okay. So I'll give you. So in first, I got it now, because you gave me time to waffle, which is good.
Okay.
AJ in first with 7, T in second with 4, tied with third with 3 points are UD, Stan, and myself.
Okay.
My son, Xavier is 6 with tied with Lou with 2 points, and Nick is actually relegation form with 1 point at bottom.
Okay. Well, look, we're pushing for Europe, and then others are fighting for survival. So yeah, let's. It's another game week. It's another game week to get things right. We'll start off with Lou. We'll start off with you.
Because, no, you won't start off with me.
No, why not?
All right. So
why again, you made him upset.
Bro, your banter's so shocking. It's bad, bro.
I didn't even say anything. I said
I'm out. So I've already done a preview show and done a prediction, so I'll keep to the same one. Even though I think we can win the game, I predicted a 1-1 draw already, and I don't do what D does. I don't go 1-1 here, 2-1 on this show, and 4-2 on a different show. So
when have I done that this year?
Well, you haven't had a chance. I've held you accountable. I've held you accountable, which I'm proud of you because you've been accountable this season. I'm
So go for 1-1.
1-1 draw, yes.
Okay. Lou?
I went first last time.
No, you didn't. Don't gaslight me. You went last.
Actually, if you check the files,
You guys did this whole 1, 2, 3 nonsense, so I'll keep track. I'll keep track. D, you go first this time, and Lou will go next time. So D, you're next.
Why me?
Well, if you go to the comment section, it will clearly say Louis said it first. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There was a comment about that. There was a comment before. I remember seeing it. Yeah.
All right. Cool. You can't copy the same result.
I can.
Why?
Because we might be thinking the same thing.
Stop trying to copy me.
He goes,
right.
I can.
I'm gonna go for 1-0 Palace win.
All right, cool.
Go on.
I'm gonna go 1-0.
So actually, what I'll do now, because I have everyone's, I'll give the listeners everyone's pick. So I have 1-1 draw. So does Louis. D has 1-0 Palace. Xavier has 1-1 draw. AJ has 1-0 Palace. T 2-1 Palace. Nick 1-1 draw, and Stan 2-1 Palace. So no one has us losing.
No one's predicting us to lose. Interesting.
Yeah, well, you know what's gonna happen then, right?
Let us know your score predictions in the comment section down below and your thoughts as well. That's it from us. We'll be back for the live watch along tomorrow, which should be fun. And then the match reaction, and plus on deadline day, Monday from 4 to 7 p.m. we'll be live covering all the latest stories. So drop a like, subscribe, and until next time, up the Palace.